What is up, guys? Marston here, back again with another video. So today's story is about the first time I got high, and that was on the Devil's Lettuce, the Zaza, whatever you want to call it. So let's dive right into the story. This story takes place back in October of 2019, so it was my second year at the community college at this point. Now, this day started off like any other day. I wake up around like 7 o'clock. I'd stare at the ceiling for a good 20 minutes. Then I get up, get in my car, and head to school so I could get a good parking spot. So I drive to school. Like I said, get a parking spot. I go to my 8 a.m. class. I get absolutely cooked by my teacher. So that was always fun. I'm just kidding. My teacher was super chill. Shout out to her, actually. She was actually a big help. Thanks to her, I was able to pass this class first try. She was actually very, very good. So after the class, though, oh yeah, side note here. This happens on a Wednesday, and the reason why I explain this part is because on Mondays I'd have an 8 a.m. class, and then Monday afternoon I would have like a 1 p.m. class, just like my first semester there. But on Wednesdays I don't have an 8 a.m. class. Then after that I'd be free to do whatever I want. I could go home. I could stay at school. I could pick up a shift at work, whatever I wanted. But on this specific day, and like most Wednesdays, I just stuck around with the homies. So after my class, most of my homies are waiting there for me. There's TJ, there's my boy Nathaniel, I think Aaron was there, Dylan was there, a bunch of my boys were there, and some of my girls were there too. It was nice. But I remember I'm sitting down in the lounge, and then about 5 minutes later, TJ comes back from the cafeteria. But he's like, Marston. I'm like, what? But he's like, bro, this cafeteria food is ass, bro. We're gonna go get some Wendy's. You trying to go? And I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Since I was like, you know what, bro? Yeah, the food is kind of ass. I know I mentioned in my community college video that the food was kind of good. It was better than my high school food, but as that year went on, to be honest, it got kind of shitty. Like, I used to really like their chicken nuggets or their chicken tenders, but they would burn that shit. It became like an everyday thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just get Wendy's with the homies. So we all get in this girl's car. I'm gonna call her Daisy. So me, Daisy, Nathaniel, TJ, and this kid named Brett, I'm gonna just call him. We all head to Wendy's, and we're about 5 minutes in Wendy's, and TJ pulls out, we'll just call it the leaf blower 9000. Let's call it the leaf blower to make it better. I got that idea from the talentless writer. Go subscribe to him. So anyway, he pulls out the leaf blower, and I'm like, bro, what is that? And he tells me, like, yeah, bro, a lot of people smoke out of these, all that. You should really try it. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't do that kind of shit. It's not worth it to me. And he was like, dude, trust me, it is worth it. Don't be a bitch. So I was like, alright, fine, whatever. So I decided to smoke it up, and everybody except for Daisy does this, and she's driving us to the Wendy's. And by the time I get to Wendy's, bro, I am out of my mind, dude. Like, I feel like I'm Snoop Dogg in this bitch, dude. I was like, holy shit, bro. So we sit down at the Wendy's, and I want to order, but I'm so like out of it. I'm at the counter like, can I, can I, I'm talking like that, like literally. Like I sounded like a fucking dumbass. And the workers are even looking at me like, is this kid okay? And then TJ's like, you know what, dude? It's your first time. Just let me handle it. I'll get it for you. I'm like, dude, I'm super hungry. I'm gonna order like $40 worth of food. Are you sure? But he's like, yeah, dude, don't worry about it. I got you. So he gets me like nuggets. I think he got me like a BLT, I think, or a chicken sandwich, I think it was. Fries, a shake, like a fuck ton of food. Since he worked at a different Wendy's location, so he got a discount anyway. So that was nice. So after I'm done eating, which, oh, by the way, which only took me like 10 minutes to eat most of that food, I was like, dude, holy shit. We get back to the school, and my homie Patrick's there. A few of my other homies are there, and they're all looking at me like, dude, you are fucking gone. And I was like, yeah, dude, I kind of am. And I kind of wasn't, I really was. But Patrick says to us, yo, I'm gonna head to class after we should hit up the mall. And because I'm so like out of it, I'm so high, I'm saying like weird shit. I'm like, bro, why do they call it a mall? And my friends are giving me that look like, dude, like, holy shit, bro, we gave you way too much. But regardless, he goes to his class, and we're waiting for him. Nathaniel's like, we should go into the woods and smoke this time. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Fuck it. I'm having a good time. Cause like I said, I was having just high thoughts and I was just having fun. Like I remember there was a TV in the student lounge and me and this girl, I'm gonna just call her Rita, we were playing Smash Bros in the lounge, and I was crushing it. Like I was so focused on the game and nothing else. I was cooking her, and some other students were playing me. I was cooking motherfuckers in that game, bro. It was insane. But about an hour goes by, and Patrick's done with his class, and we had already smoked in the woods at this point. And he was like, "Let's go to the mall." So we hop into Daisy's car, since she was still there. So it was me, Daisy, Patrick, Nathaniel, and TJ. We head over to the mall, and we head right to the food court. And Wayback Burgers, bro, had never hit me so different in my life. Especially those mac and cheese bites, bro, with that sauce that it comes with, bro. That shit was holy fuck, dude. Like I had never eaten anything better in my life, dude. It was actually pure insanity. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I eat that. I eat a few other things from Wayback Burgers, and at this point it's like 7 p.m. and it pretty much weared off since we had smoked around like I want to say like 3:30 thereabouts. We were at the mall around like 5ish thereabouts, so it had pretty much weared off. But I was very tired. But I knew I had to get home, so I was like, you know what, I can drive myself home. I know the area. Like I said, I wasn't high anymore. I was more really tired than high. So I drive home, and I knock right out. That sleep hit fucking different, dude. I remember that. Like, I had like the best dream of my life. It felt amazing. Like, holy shit, dude. I'll never forget that. When I woke up the next day, and I felt fantastic. I remember I had work the next day, and I was telling some of my coworkers about it, and they were like, dude, that's awesome. And they were telling me some of their stories, all that. It was great, I must say. But yeah, that's my first time on the ZA. Tell me y'all's first time on the ZA in the comments section below. I'm going to do the crossfaded video tomorrow, and maybe even the drunk video tomorrow. Alright guys, good night, peace.